Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Monkey League. I'm here with Stanley Chappell, who will be carrying the commentary today, as I do have to judge. Today, my light is broken, but today we have a matchup between Tymon and Luke. Tymon has been dominating the league so far, undefeated. Luke yet to win, but it should be exciting to see how this match goes. What will the scoreline be, and will Luke pull the upset? We'll see. Stanley, any thoughts before we get started here with this match?
Yeah, I mean, we're getting towards the end of, the season. We're seeing who's making finals, who's not. And these competitors have already had their fates sealed in terms of, making it or not. So, yeah, it'll be just interesting to see some fast solves. It's more of a friendly match in that regard. And we might see a lot more, sub fives and even some sub fours, if the nerves aren't as hot as they would be in the more like deciding matches.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. So yeah, let's get started.
Good luck. First scramble is posted.
But yeah, okay, so
That's correct.
stuff.
Correct.
Getting into the first solve right now. See how these competitors perform.
Start.
All right, Tymon is getting started first. Luke is also inspecting.
8 seconds.
Scramble's not looking
8.
particularly hot, but both competitors going now. Looks like some lockups for Luke there. Tymon getting a 674. Didn't look like anything too special, but Luke unfortunately taking an 8. So that solve will go to Tymon. Yeah, it seems like these competitors still have some warming up to do.
Correct.
But at the same time, it's just about
Correct.
beating the other. So, and in terms of winning the match, so really anything could happen at this point. We're only one solve in. Both competitors taking their time to warm up. Good strategy. Chat's noticing the movie, the background for Luke. Hopefully that's not too distracting to him. Tymon is inspecting now.
8 seconds.
And, oh wow. He's really going for it. And 552. Great stuff. Solve looked just very solid overall. And not much to complain about. Oh, Luke's also very similar splits, but locks up on the PLL, unfortunately. That's going to cost him a lot. Unfortunately, getting in 764. Got to PLL at a comparable time to Tymon. That looked like the same solution. Unfortunate. Like, it's just these PLL lockups can make or break your performance. But
Correct.
yeah, for those who are asking, yes, Phillip is judging. We're unfortunately a little bit short-staffed today. That's all right. It's going to be great. Yeah. Tymon so far gotten both of these solves they've done. Doesn't mean, a whole lot on its own, but
8
it
seconds.
gives him a good shot to win the average. Luke's going. Like, ooh, he's getting... Ooh. Didn't know the CLF gets, but still gets a 660. Tymon with a 536, counting to 5.5. Wow. Yeah, okay, he's just getting fired up now. That 6 isn't going to stop him. He will just keep blasting through. And he's got 3 out of 5 solves,
Correct.
so the 4-0 is, it could it could happen very, very much. Yeah, it's absolutely a possibility at this point. The 587 mean of 3, like, sub 6 average maybe. We'll see. Luke is going. Tymon still warming up. Oh wow, we got our first sub 5 of the match.
An
Luke with
excellent 495 by Luke Griesser. Very well done.
Wow.
Did you forget you're judging?
I'm ready.
Oh yes, and Philip's commentary right there will notify Tymon of what time Luke got. So now, yeah, 4-0 is not looking likely for him, but he
8
knows
seconds.
that his opponent got a 4, and who knows what that means for him. All right, he's coming hot. Not going to get the 4. Looks like he did a very different solution. Still getting a 666. He's locked the average. Could still get sub 6, but no 4-0 for him.
Correct.
Correct.
That these 4s just come in clutch. But yeah, it's a 2-1 or a 3-0 if Tymon can get a 4 on the scramble.
8.
Luke is going. Oh, this is looking pretty nice too. He doesn't know the ZB. Unfortunately, he got the ZB at like 4.
8 seconds.
Like sub 4. Okay, that's a 660 for Luke. Whoa, hold up. That was like something. 464. Jeez.
Whoa, 464. That's another sub 6 average for Tymon
Yeah.
to start the match with
Well,
Can't
again.
even get
4.
best single. Come on.
One looked as to
That F2L was ridiculous. That was like, 2.8, 2.9 F2L. Maybe even faster, but it's insane stuff into just very smooth LL execution. And Tymon will be taking
Tymon,
his
this
first
is a
match
warning.
3-0.
You reset the timer before I entered the time.
Oh, okay. I mean, you said the time, so I thought it's fine.
Yeah, you're supposed to wait either way.
Oh, okay. New scramble is posted.
But, yeah, that was a very exciting first set. See what the rest have in, but like both competitors getting 4s, that's really, really good stuff.
Miss scramble.
You don't see that every day. Even with Tymon as a competitor. Luke will be going. Tymon has missed scrambled, so we're waiting a little bit for him. So we can watch both solves individually. It's like this, he locked up a little bit.
Using this here.
2L. But, and that PLL was not the greatest, unfortunately, but 698, still a respectable time. It's still much better
Correct.
than, getting like a 7 or an 8, which can put pressure on her depending on its position in the average, just destroy it.
Start.
But, yeah, now we get to watch Tymon do this solve. This looks like an interesting scramble.
8 seconds.
See how he does. Fortunately, oh wow, 6 flat, a little bit of a locky PLL, but got the job done. Smooth F2L, good last layer, just solid execution.
Correct.
It gets the job done.
Correct.
Start.
Right. Yeah.
8 seconds.
Tymon looks like he's about to start. Okay. Ooh, that was a bit of a pause there. Still just going to come in hot with a 595. Luke coming with a 632. Both competitors with a pretty solid start to their averages.
I can't quite tell
Tymon-
if that's good. It looks close.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
send you a picture if you want.
Yeah, please send a picture.
we're gonna get a little bit of confirmation on this finish from Tymon. We're not sure if that is a penalty or not. Tymon is saying good. I can't really tell from the looks like it's good, but I don't have enough information.
It's good.
We'll wait. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like the general consensus is that it's good, but better safe than sorry.
Oh boy, that's right on the line.
I mean, to me, it looks like it's a bit to the right.
Yeah, I think
hard
it's
to
so
see
close
for-
that we'll just say it's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, in that case, both competitors. Oh, Luke's already going. Oh wow. What? There he goes. I don't.
Scramble.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I eventually figured out that was a warm-up solve. My bad. But yeah,
Correct.
both competitors
Correct.
going to their third solve. Low 6 or even sub 6 potential in Tymon's case. But still got more than half the round to go. So we'll see how this is. Oh wow, that was some great turning until PLL for Luke. He does not look happy with that, but he gets a 628. Let's see how Tymon does.
8 seconds.
He's having those are a lot of pauses, it looks like. 802 for him. Just yeah. But
Seems like
as
both
most people-
competitors messed up a pretty easy white cross there.
yeah.
Correct.
Correct.
But
I can't quite figure out what the second pair will be for some reason.
What?
yeah. That level, it's the planning beyond cross plus 1 that sometimes makes or breaks it. So yeah, as Tymon said, can't find the second pair, then it's a little bit shaky.
Okay.
8 seconds.
That might be pesto or
Tymon's going. Looks. Ooh, that looked like a pretty decent start, but now he's pausing. Oh, that was a
On the first layer.
669 with one look last layer, or as some would call it, a PLL skip.
What's that?
Luke is going to get an 831. So both competitors are in a pretty similar state right now. Tymon does have the advantage, however, and we'll see how they do on this last solve. He only needs a 688 to lock.
688.
88.
Yes.
But yeah, both competitors with an 8 is their worst time, so they have a lot of. There's a lot of things that can happen at this
Miss
point.
scramble.
Oh, Tymon. Oh, he's back. Okay. Well, Luke is inspecting. We'll see how he does here.
Correct.
And ooh, okay, that does look good. 656 for Luke. Pretty solid way to finish. So, he is attempting to lock out Tymon in this case. But Tymon will still probably be able to win with any sub 7 since Luke did not get his best solve. We'll see
8
how he
seconds.
does. Oh wow. 526. That will do it, and Tymon takes this next set 3-0 once again. So he's up 6 points. Good stuff all around in that solve. Very solid fundamentals, fluid turning. It just gets the job done.
Correct.
In many cases.
Oh yeah, I like it.
I've seen the 4x4 warm-up strat from Luke. See if that pays off. It's a very interesting idea. Not a bad one. It could work out, you know.
8 seconds.
Oh, yep. He 582 full step with the 4x4 warm-up. It does indeed work. Tymon is going to get 7 that solve, and Luke will take the first solve of this average. Sometimes all you need is just refresh your strats, and it'll just mitigate the nerves. He's going for the Mega Minx warm up this time.
Correct.
Interesting stuff. Warm up with a different puzzle every solve. Guaranteed success. See how these competitors do this solve.
Start.
See, they're both inspecting now. Spending a while here.
8 seconds.
Probably going pretty deep into inspection. Oh wow.
Go.
That was a very slippery solve, unfortunately. 751. But Tymon with a 517, no
You don't say
reaction.
go, you say 12.
Okay.
Right?
You can use either one. It's the same as
I know, I
WCA.
like the four.
Oh, on the WCA you need to say 12.
You can say go.
The old reg was go, current one is 12.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah.
Yeah.
605, average of 12.
I like 10 blocks.
The total amount of elapsed time in your inspection has reached go seconds.
Correct.
Right. Yeah.
8.
Start.
Luke is going. Ooh, it was a small lockup, but ooh, that looks like a +2.
8 seconds.
So that'll be an 8 for him. Counting to 7.5. Tymon's going. Looking a bit locky. Yeah, 729. He's not happy. Seems like both competitors this round having a little bit of misfortune in both their scrambles and their execution.
Mean of 3.
What?
Correct.
This looks mean of 3 and what's mine.
His is 726. Yours is 655. He had a +2.
Okay.
Correct.
For those who are asking in chat, yes, Tymon is able to use a GAN 3x3. Luke is going. Interesting. Not the fastest CPS, but going for some pretty sick stuff. 699.
Start.
Not the greatest solve overall, but saw a lot of interesting
8
F2L
seconds.
ideas. Tymon Very. Oh, he's really going for it. CB gonna get a. Oh, that's a 703 plus 2. Wow. He needs a 607. Oh, a 581 to lock with a plus 2. And, you know, Luke. It's still not the easiest win, but he
Misscramble.
isn't going to have the hardest time with this one.
Correct.
Yeah, it's very interesting how these plus 2s have affected this round. With both competitors getting one, and with, you know, other non-ideal solves.
Misscramble. It's the same misscramble.
In addition.
It's weird.
But Luke will just get going. Doesn't want to wait up too long.
Wait, am I seeing the wrong scramble?
It's like he's in a little bit of
sorry.
safety.
You didn't.
But
you didn't, yeah,
smooth stuff.
Keep going. You
towards
didn't miss scramble. I
678.
just I didn't have the right scramble for some reason on my
okay.
screen. It's correct now.
Yeah.
It was correct
Okay,
all
so
the time. Sorry about that.
so that's going to be you know, low 7 average for him. So Tymon looks like he might only need a high 6 to do this, but that's not a 100% thing for him. We'll see what happens, you know. Anything could go on in the solve.
Is there a need to lock?
581.
Okay.
He's just ready to go for it seems like. Scramble's very interesting. Looks like he's
8
trying
seconds.
to figure out the best thing to do with it.
12.
Not very obvious on a scramble like this. Oh, fast DPS gonna just take a 576
581
And-
is.
and smash the average as he has been doing. So it's 9-0 now. He's over halfway to the win and has not let Luke get a single point yet. Even his Tetris wouldn't do it for him. He's just yeah, it's really just all
Correct.
about how you do against the opponent rather than how you perform, and that makes the score lines, you know, very very steep when
It's 9-0, right?
Correct.
when you're against an opponent that's, you know, even just a little bit better than you if you're not like evenly matched. All right, Luke is going. Looks like he's got some good stuff going on. Pretty smooth last layer, 688. Very indifferent to it. See what Tymon gets.
8 seconds.
Oh wow. Okay, 589. Fortunately got an F perm at the end of that solve. F2L was pretty great. It's a lot of good things. OLL was also, you know, pretty solid, and then
Correct.
PLL just kind of didn't really live up to the same expectations. But it's just one solve, you know, and he still won it, so
Start.
it's going, looks like. Doing yellow. Oh wow, rotation with F2L. Unfortunately not
Oh,
the greatest solve overall. And Tymon got a 527, and he seems not too happy about it.
that's terrible.
But yeah. You know, a lot of the time it's about just the
Correct.
quality of the solve rather than necessarily the time.
Correct.
Yeah. In any case, 2-5s is a really solid way to start for Tymon. See how he does, and let's see how Luke recovers this as well. He's going, looks like. Oh, this looks like a pretty fast yellow cross solution. Oh, unfortunate. Last layer. Tymon is going as well.
I got a
That
red
was
notification during the solve.
interesting. 642 with a notification. Gonna take it regardless. 586 mean of 3. That's kind of really good stuff, you know. Taking
Correct.
the first 3 solves against Luke. We'll see what happens on these next 2, but a 4-0 is still possible. Competitors are getting warmed up. See how they do.
Start.
All right. Tymon is getting into inspection. Okay. See how he does. Oh, wow. Like some OLS stuff. 586 for him. See how Luke can do. Not off to as fast of a start, but at PLL pretty quickly, like low 5. 635. Pretty decent, but leaving the door open for a 4-0, and I think the average is locked as well. Yeah, it is. Definitely. We'll see how this round finishes in just a second. Let's see. Not entirely sure what's happening right now, but seems like perhaps. Yeah, I noticed that Luke reset his timer pretty early on, but in any case, you know, we're back on track. Competitors are getting scrambled. It'll be great.
Correct.
This last solve of the round is going to be an exciting one, considering that the single alone decides the point right here. Luke could absolutely come in clutch, but Tymon could also just take it. The average.
You won, right? This round.
Yes, you won the average.
Yep.
Yeah. As they were saying, yep, Tymon has already won the round, so he gets 2 points. It's just up to Luke to see if he gets a third or fourth.
8.
So Tymon is going right now. Going for a pretty fast start. Pretty aggressive into this, you know, nothing to lose. Going to get a 633. That's going to be... That's a pretty tough single as a standalone thing, you know. So getting one solve. Luke is zooming. Unfortunately, not quite enough. He'll get a 643 and let Tymon take the 4-0, and
Won that
we're
round 4-0.
at match point.
Oh, nice.
13-0. If Tymon wins this next average in any way,
Score is now 13.
he will win the match. And that's a very exciting place to be. You know, we could just see it end right here. Neither competitor's taken a timeout yet either. So this would be very, very quick. But yeah, we'll just wait and see. Okay, now Luke's timing's been inputted, so we can get into the next set.
The judge is having problem with the feed, so he's gonna refresh.
Yep, I saw it.
We are just waiting on one of the judges to refresh Discord, and we'll be right back to the match. In the meantime, we get to watch our competitors practice. Both excellent solvers. We'll see great stuff from both of them in this sort of, environment where they're not pitted head to head right now. But yeah, Philip, what are your thoughts on how the match has gone so far?
Tymon's been pretty dominant, but sorry, we're dealing with a technical issue. Yeah, I'd say Luke's had a few chances, but I mean he's been losing like 80% of the solves every round.
Mm-hmm.
It's been very close to just a 16-0 here, so
yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if he can get any points.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, sorry about my volume, guys. I have my volume turned down because I'm judging, but sorry about that.
But yeah, it seems like there's been a pretty distinct pattern of the door being open for Luke, and then barely missing it. In a few cases, like with that 4 that he got, where Tymon just took it back with faster 4. That last round, where he could have prevented the 4-0, missed it by 0.1, that sort of thing. And it's these things that really count in this format.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, let's just wait for this
ready?
problem to be solved. If everyone
So.
is ready.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
All right. So now that it looks like our issue has been resolved, we can get back into this match. So to refresh, we're at match point for Tymon. If he wins the average, he gets the
Correct.
match. Luke is getting started with his inspection.
Start.
Both competitors are there. See how Luke starts off. Interesting. Okay, pretty solid 680. But Tymon with a 696 going to lose that solve. Interestingly, and if there's any round for Luke to win, this is it. So,
Correct.
taking one solve is promising, but doesn't,
Correct.
mean anything overall. You have to, it really is just about the average overall here. It's he takes the average or he loses at this point. So he just needs to keep this up more than anything.
8.
Start.
But he's going now. Doesn't look like. Oh wow, that okay.
8 seconds.
791 it looks like. Yeah. Tymon's going now. Okay. Oh, that's an unfortunate PLL lockup. He'll get an 8. Wow. Wow. Yeah, so Luke taking both of the first 2 solves, which is a very interesting departure from what we've seen. And just in the nick of time for him as well, because
Don't forget to scramble up
he's
before you.
It's Correct.
He hasn't been getting any points, so he's in a position where he's close to doing so. And we'll just see how he does in the end. But for those of you who are cheering on Luke, this is a pretty hopeful scenario in this fifth match.
Start.
Tymon inspecting.
8 seconds.
I think he feels a little bit of the pressure
12.
in this round, but we'll see.
Luke is correct.
Okay, 624. This looked like a pretty solid, no frills solve. Qualities that solve remind me of a 2020 budget cube, but it gets the job done. 624. Now Luke's going. Looks like, unfortunately, not going to take this one. 724. And yeah, he's they're almost tied on mean of 3. It is neck and neck on the average, but Tymon does have that worst solve. So it's
Correct.
a very interesting position. If Tymon gets another bad solve, that might prolong the match. But if Luke also counts his 791, then that could be pretty disastrous to his performance here.
Start.
He's going for the
8
Mega Mings
seconds.
warm up again. Interesting strat. Tymon is going though. Like some pauses. But
Oh my god.
704. Wow. Yeah, this just may leave the door open, depending on how Luke does. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's getting a 665. I think we're in a situation where, either competitors could take it. They've got very similar AO4s. Tymon with 7 flat, Luke with, it looks like...
Need to lock his 6.68.
Yeah, he has 695. So we're in a very, very interesting situation.
Correct.
Comeback is absolutely possible. He just needs to do
Correct.
0.1 better. Or no, he needs to do, at the very worst, 0.1 worse. But Tymon, yes, he could lock. Unfortunately, Luke doesn't have the padding of a fast single in this round. So he's basically just going to have to bank on getting very close or beating his current best single of the round at 665. Or,
8
just
seconds.
Tymon not doing well, but we'll see how he does. Timon's going for it right now. Really, yeah, he's already on last there. It's going to take a 596, and this match is over.
GG.
That is 16-0 for Tymon, unless Luke gets a faster single here. But, oh, wow, he could. And he gets
Wait,
1 point just in the
1
nick of
point.
time.
Oh my god.
Just in the nick of time.
Luke Griesser salvaging 1 point to finish the match, but he's still gonna lose.
Yeah.
Goat Griesser
Well.
finishing off with a single point. Getting the
Yeah.
better single on that last round. Great to see. So it's gonna be a 2-1 round to finish. He did not get a shutout.
Wow. Yeah, this is very
So we have yet
interesting match.
to see a shutout in the league. Competitors getting points. 15-1 is your final score. I tried my best to judge today. Sorry I couldn't do the commentary, but Stanley, I saw you guys were really enjoying Stanley's commentary. Held it down. So give some love to Stanley in the chat, please. He did a great job. And a great job to the competitors, of course. So Tymon goes to 4-0. Luke goes to 0-4. And Timon's pretty much locked up his first seed now. Yeah, he has locked up his first seed. So that's good for him. And Luke has locked up his... well, he hasn't quite locked up the last seed, but... Alright, well... Yeah, what's Asher's channel, guys? If you want me to rate him, what's his channel? Oh wait, let's do a quick interview first. Tymon, you didn't get the shutout. How do you feel?
I mean, that was the goal for the match, but I mean, it's Luke. It's not like it's a random person from a comp. You know, he qualified for the Monkey League. That's not. You know, it's not like anyone can do that.
For sure.
So,
yeah.
It's kind of ambitious to try that.
And Luke, you got a point at the end there on the last solve. Seems like you were solving well throughout the match, just a little bit slower though, and couldn't quite get any points throughout. Luke, can you hear me?
Repeat the question.
You got a point there at the end, which was nice to see. And you know, it just seemed like you weren't solving too poorly, but you just couldn't get any points. How'd you feel?
Yeah, that was basically how it went. I just checked my CS timer session and I had like a mean of 688 or something. So it wasn't bad solving at all.
How's your eye doing?
They're doing fine.
Okay.
Yes, a little storyline here. Luke actually had some sort of like eye dilation. So, yeah. He wasn't able to see shortly before the match, but it seems like it wasn't affecting him during the match. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will see you later.